Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. If you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, so we managed to pull ourselves out of the nightmare that we found ourselves in last time. You might notice we're in Devon now instead of Sunrock. I ran back and forth between Devon and Sunrock doing just like the typical trade missions that are available between the two, just to build up some money, and also just to get my comitates back into like somewhat working order. Our rigor is still slightly low, but we got our morale and our obedience back where they need to be, and nutrition is sustained, so that's really all we can ask for. Our workforce is actually kind of high, so I think I'm gonna get rid of a few of these excess workers, and we're going to head south. So I was terrified that we were going to lose our group there and have to do that whole thing for Kriefta again. But we managed to make it work. And I keep clicking on the wrong thing. There we have the location of the last three groups out there. So we have the Sunstriders are way the hell out here. So maybe like the next time we head out towards Larnak, Tectum, Carvos, we can try to tackle those guys. But I'm thinking about heading back to Torzeg Shelter, dealing with the Hollow Men and the Bone Grinders down here. It seems like the Bone Grinders are going to be a bit of a trickier one to find, and the Abolitionists as well. The other thing that we could look into is looking into the Death Incarnate out here, the Necromancer's Den, and then we could also try to spy on the Fort Larius that we had been tasked with. But first things first, we're going to head back to Torzeg Shelter. We have a group of slaves that want to go there, or need to go there, maybe not want to go. And let's see, do we have anything? Got some distribution, but we're not at a high enough level. Doesn't look like it. So maybe this is just buy all the available supplies that we can. I feel like Devon has close to like the most amount of supplies you could possibly ever buy. And what do you buy in Devon? Oops. And what do you buy in Devon and then sell in Torzeg Shelter? Is it chitin? Chitin's a good one. What else do we have? Doesn't seem like there's much else. Hide is a no. Not ivory. I'm not seeing much for positive outcomes here. Metal's a no-go. Timber is a no. Alright, chitin it is. The only thing that we could possibly make money on. And there's only 3 stacks of it. Alright. Well, that's it. we don't even get to take anything with us, unfortunately. Because like all the distribute ones are to Sunrock, defend, distribute in Sunrock, defend, Sunrock, distribution, defend. Yeah. Alright, well, back to Torzeg Shelter we go. Goodbye, team. And we do have some bogweed in our inventory, which we should definitely give to Harvick as soon as we can. I had already given him some, so it's available every 16 days, and it was maybe like a week ago, so maybe like right before we get to Torzeg Shelter, we will check in to see if we can gift him some more bogweed. For now, we're just heading south. The reason I bought all of those supplies in Devon is because they're cheap. Although I should have been paying attention when I bought all of the supplies that the price didn't change on me. In which case, if that did happen, my bad. But I felt like if it stayed the same, it's good to just buy all the supplies that you can, because they already cost twice as much in Torzeg Shelter, even though there are a lot of them. Moving along. And we've recovered pretty well from everything. I know you're mad. I did give him some oil, but There's only so much oil can gloss things over. We could try to earn back some vigor, and I think I will. We're gonna go no guards today. Please no ambush. We are on the road, so hopefully it's less likely. Pay the road tax. Take my 5 silver, you thieves. Moving on past Valerius, and then we'll go back to normal guarding. Or extra guarding. And yeah, normal is extra now. We do not want to tangle with the Imperial Army. That seems like a bad decision. Hello, Buka. What rumors have you heard? Bless me. And then trade. I got another Dwarven gadget. Sweet. Oops. Just realized we have our movement buff here. Alright, we're probably like 3 days out from Torzag, so let's go down. Generate some more vigor again. I should be doing that more often, is bouncing back and forth between full guards and no guards. Especially while we're on the road, because that's a good way to generate your vigor without needing to rest in a Manzio. And look at that! Because our vigor is so high, our movement pushed it all the way up to 10. Awesome. We must smuggle in our bogweed. I forgot to check. with Harvick, him being okay with that. But now we will sell our chitin. Pretty good profit on that, actually. Alright, look at all the supplies we have. Okay, so now the plan is to head out into the Hollow Crags and try to get these guys. And if we can get them fast enough, it might be a good idea to push all the way out to Fort Larius. Although it would take most of our supplies to be able to get out there. Maybe we do them separately. Pushing, like, doing both of them at the same time seems like a dangerous gambit. So I think we have no movement today, so we might as well rest in the Manzio. Exchange. We don't want to take anybody with us, because we're gonna go out into the wasteland. Let's bring a few more fighters, just because I have a very bad habit of just hemorrhaging fighters right and left. I don't know how to fix that, honestly. But we were gonna rest in the Manzio. Harvick, do you want this weed yet? You do, thank God. Here. Weed for you. He's the easiest one to appease out of the entire group. You just give him some moon dust, give him some weed. He's ready to roll. Alright, we got vigor. Everything's at the 9s except for nutrition, but that's more than good. And then out of the city we go. Alright, Krifta. You're gonna have to help us out here. Because I'm not 100% sure where we're supposed to be going. Hey, our guys. We just kind of like... Are these the guys we wanted to fight? A hollow eye nest? I don't think so. I think the hollow men, the hollow eyes are the things that Krifta was surprised hadn't eaten them yet. I think. Alright, out into the wastes we go here. Alright, we're just at the very edge of it. And now look around. What looks like a place might have a camp, possibly here? Just like based on the knowledge of the map. Like that one seems likely, but it also could just be totally random. So we're gonna hope we get lucky here. 8 days worth of supplies, that's fine. Now the question is, do we want to try to go straight there? Let's try it. Rest. Right here. Dang it. I thought I was a genius. Apparently I'm not. Okay. Oh, maybe here. That looks like it would be like on the very edge of it, but it does also look exactly like the last camp that we fought. I should have noticed that before. Alright. Everybody rest. Here we go. Cross your fingers. Oh, nope. Elani's just mad at me. I understand. Dang it. Oh, man. Oh. We're also outside the range. Shoot. We're down to 5. We're down to 5 days of supplies. Where could they possibly be? Do we want to scout? I think we go down 1. Oh! I was gonna spend stuff to try and find them. Alright, the grassy plain of Haggard Tool gives way to the maze-like pattern of chasms and ravines of the hollow crags to the west. It is here that your Komes notice an unassuming but large camp of tents and huts surrounded by a stone fence. Krifta is certain that these must be the Hollow Men. Nobody sane would live here, so close to the lairs of the dreaded Hollow Eyes. You could still avoid the camp, but Krifta seems ready to take them on. Are you? I think so. You have no room for tricks or maneuvers in this open field, so you simply lead your fighters in a rapid advance against the low fence. The Hollow Men cannot have expected an attack and had no way of discovering you, but somehow they are already armed and ready for a fight. Once you reach them, you realize something is amiss. The fighters of the liberated tribes are eerily silent, and they move in an odd way, as if their arms and legs were stiff. Yet you have to face them now. Are they undead? Jesus, they have high stats. 40 foes. Alright. Eliminate the leaders just like last time. It did work pretty well for us. And then, what else would we want to do here? Guarded advance? What about a charge? Would that help? Not really. Like, that one's kind of interesting because it would give us... It doesn't really affect the positive or negative outcome, but it does give us the chance of having a much higher critical success, which would be cool. That one isn't good. Flank? Kind of the same idea. Critical success, damage, and minus grit. So maybe let's do that one. Try to flank while eliminating the leaders. Give it a shot. Still a 50-50, so I am fully expecting all my fighters to die here. Who the hell are you? 15? Alright, you guys are no big deal, but these guys suck. So, Gorgoro, get out there. Elani, Ren, you can go over here. Nadir. Why can't I put my people out there? This again. Arvik, Elani, Gorgoro. Yeah, I put them in the wrong place. I like Gorgoro to be in the middle. I can only have 3 fighters? Why? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm very confused. Did it say that anywhere? Well, this sucks now. Let's try this. What on earth? Why is this the case? Just focus fire these idiots in the front. Crit for 6 is amazing. 4, awesome. Gorgoro, dang it, you didn't finish him off. I wish you had. Good dodge. Ouch. That's not good. Dodge, well done. You're just smacking my dudes around. Alright, Elani, back to the front. I don't know, how do I move you? There we go. Good dodge. And he's come back full circle. He finished him and he didn't hurt the middle guy. It's still acceptable. Now, kill this guy. Crit for 8 is awesome. I'm kind of hoping I can keep the melee guys near the back. Ouch. While taking out the range dude. Good job. Alright, range guy down. These guys can't really do much at the back, although most of them are at the front now that I see this. Go ahead and hit this middle guy for 3. You've Scootum moved me. Alright, stop beating on Gorgoro. Shot you for 4. Gorgoro. Elani, what do you do? Draw out. Move a foe forward and become flat-footed. Let us sky strike this guy. I think that'll stun him, yes. Now Gorgoro, he doesn't have any armor left. So let's go for the weakest of them, I guess. Good miss. And then he stabbed me. How dare you. Alright. We're counting on Krifta to, like, kill most of these guys. Good shot. He's got 1 HP left. Yes! Crit for death is amazing. He pummeled Gorgoro a little bit. Good dodge. Go ahead and try and stab this guy to death. Please stop stabbing Gorgoro. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, you bastard. Stop stabbing her. That's what you get. You get death for punishment. Gorgoro, break this guy's armor. He stabbed me in turn. Alright, the battle continues. Gorgoro's out for the count. That's rough. Please roll well. I don't know if that was good. How did that go? Success. I'll take a success. We're still about 50% chance to win. The fact that I only had 2 companions in there is incredibly strange. Oh, weird, because I picked eliminate their leaders. It was only deploy maximum of 3 companions. So that must be the issue. Alright, so call their ranks it is. We're gonna try this again. Gorgoro was really the only guy who got really pummeled, so we're gonna go ahead and call the ranks. That does seem to help, to send your fighters out there to fight just whoever. Elani is a little beat up too as well, I guess. Gorgoro has 1 HP. Ren, you're up front again. Harvick, Krifta, Nadir. Krifta is sneakily good. Like, she has a really strong bow shot. How dare you, sir? In response, I will kick this man to be in. So you're in front, and now you get stabbed. Take that. Alright, Gorgoro, this might be your 1 chance at greatness. Oh, nope, that guy has protected him, so Krifta, end the man's life. Good job. And then we need to start working on this shield boy. Good dodge. Not great that you swapped with Nadir, but we'll make do. I want her to put down the flame rune, because I feel like these guys are going to be swapping around a lot. Elani, you need to switch with Krifta again. Good shot. Harvick, jump forward and stab this man. Ren. Daggers. No, you blocked it. Alright, now you can start yeeting fireballs. Ah, how dare you. He's locked in combat with Elani. Alright. Alright, Gorgoro might go down here. Good dodge. Not a good dodge. Yeah, and he took damage because they switched around into the fire pit. Great. Now, you guys are useless at the back. Good crit. Oh, the block. Alright, finish him off, Krifta. I would love that. Yes, he's gone. Elani stabbed this guy. Didn't work. Gorgoro did it instead. Nadir has burned him. And now, Harvick, you jump to the middle and finish him off. Well done! And he missed! What a sucker! And that guy has moved to where the fire was. I don't know if it worked. Great job. Elani kills a guy. Ren doesn't have any energy left, so I think I'm going to have him wait. Harvick stab him for some bleed. Burn him, or just kill him outright is awesome. And then just rain hell on this last fool. Rush forward for 5 is great. Missed again. And you're dead. Awesome. That went pretty well considering I had some pretty beat up people. Lost 6 fighters. I just cannot catch a break. Failed with a 14. It's just brutal out here, man. I don't think we need to pursue. There's 3 dudes left. I've read that pursuing is kind of a folly thing. That you basically risk your dudes only to you should really only do it if you think you're at risk of failing the encounter, like, because there's that overall score, whether you win or lose, and if you think you're on the verge of losing, pursuing and destroying them entirely is worthwhile, but otherwise I think pursuing is a fool's errand, and it's gotten me in trouble before. So let's see here. We could do recruit, conscript, which we don't really need to do. We could enslave, release, and give them supplies, or execute them. I think keep them, execute them. I guess just keeping them is fine. And then we will recruit the fighter. Yeah, we'll just recruit the one fighter. Give our guys time to heal. We healed a bit. So we lost a few people. We lost 6 fighters, 1 outrider. We recruited a new guy. So we lost 6 total. And we ended up winning, so good job. And we got 9 horses, holy god! Okay. The Hollow Men are soundly defeated as their fighters are corralled together and disarmed. Something odd begins to take its course. One by one, the former slaves begin to come to their senses, as if waking from hypnosis. Many of them panic, seemingly unable to understand where they are or have no recollection of what just happened. Once they are calm, you question them and learn they felt a droning presence for weeks after they gathered here to reach out to the Hollow Eyes. Then one by one, they fell victim to an unseen will. Some of them remember flashes of the time past since then, but most of them are completely oblivious to the happenings of the last year or so. The ones who initially led them here are all dead, slain by your fighters. You have to decide what to do with them. The liberated tribe's survivors believe that the will took hold of them and will not let them leave. Nobody wants to say it out loud, but you're all thinking it. They are implying the Hollow Eyes. The Krifta looks frustrated. Again, the decision falls to her about the fate of the conquered. I know what they are thinking, she tells you. She clacks her beak irritably. But I am not heartless, and this is the wasteland. I've seen enough acts of charity to let the sorrow and death out here. That led to sorrow and death out here. This is your chance to persuade her in making the choice. You could take them to the Crimson Gate. This is not without risks. You could enslave them and take them with you. You owe them nothing. Argue you should stay and defend these people. I don't think we have the capacity to do that. Take them to the Crimson Gate? Krifta, everybody lost loyalty because of that. That sucks. Krifta agrees to your proposition begrudgingly. The Hollow Men cannot believe your ears at first, but then keep thanking you over and over. As a token of their gratitude, they give you much of the loot they amassed during their strange captivity, keeping only simple weapons and supplies, to be able to defend themselves and burden you as little as possible on the road to the Crimson Gate. You are ready to set out with the survivors in tow in a quarter of an hour. Holy God! Tons of bogweed, 7 herbs, tons of pottery, common jewel, marble statue, bone carving, a bunch of jewelry, trinkets, trophies. money, insight, Kriefta gained loyalty after losing loyalty. What is even happening? What is the best way to Torzag shelter out of here? Maybe just like due west? Or is it like up that way? I think almost like up this way to get out of the swamp faster? Although those are longer, I don't know, man. Maybe let's just go west. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, back to normal guarding. Please nobody ambush me on the way back to the city. I would greatly appreciate that. Good healing. I'm glad we devoted some points to just like upgrading our base healing chance. I think that was a solid move. Let's hold off on our movement here for a second. Pay our guys. Alright. Ah, the damn wind. We succeeded. We lost morale and obedience, but that's okay. We can recover that. We had to use our... whatchamacallit? Resourcefulness? I don't remember what that's called. We made it back to the city. Oh right, we still have bogweed in our in our possession. Or did we get something else? Oh no, holy god! You see how much bogweed we have? And we have obsidian blades? Can we go to the underbelly? Well, let's sell all this crap. I don't want to carry all this with me. We just got back with enough supplies to not starve. Or maybe we have been starving for a while now and I just did not notice. Alright. Offload all of that stuff. Now, let's go to the underbelly. The alchemist for sure. Buy some medical supplies. A whole lot. And then a whole lot more. Great. Do something else. Goodbye. Go to... the bathhouse? The Loader's Guild, great. Sell them hot wares? Sell them a rare weapon? I mean, sure. I wanted to sell them the bogweed. We're here on official business. You're ushered in by the guards and walk through hallways, tunnels, and atriums dressed in marble, and people dressed in nothing at all. Many of the great capos of the Loader's Guild are here. Ask them to mediate with the law on your behalf? No? You hear them talking about a prisoner. They indeed have a special prisoner, a belligerent dwarf who failed to pay his debts and ended up antagonizing the Loader's Guild. According to them, the fellow used to be quite the smuggler, but unless someone pays what he owes them, he'll rot in the damp dungeon forever. Holy God! We paid off a massive debt for this fool. All of a sudden, the capos become very friendly. Is this relief in their voices? After they pocket the coins, they order a pair of guards to escort you through the corridors, hallway, marble halls, and hot steam rising from the baths to a back area of storerooms and cells. They open up a cell with iron keys and shake a smelly dwarf from his sleep. The fuck now? The belligerent fellow growls as he's rubbing his eyes. Come to suck some This guy! I'm not saying that on YouTube. His captors are clearly not amused by his shenanigans. A quick slap to the back of his balding head silences him, though he quietly swears revenge. 'Tis the one. We're told he no longer owes the capos, so he's all yours. You're escorted back to the entrance with the dizzy dwarf in tow. Dude, we just recruited a dwarf? Unexpectedly? Oops. I mean, that's great. I love to have another companion to rotate in and out. Just when you're about to leave through the gate arch, the dwarf notices something and it yanks him out of his quiet stupor. He leaps surprisingly quickly to the side of one of the guards and grabs something on his belt and then tears it off. Before the guards could reach, he begins shouting, "You fucking bastards! I thought you could steal with this and get away with it? I'll tear you a new one!" Garrick appears to be holding some kind of object, golden with complicated design. The guards are shocked and getting angry, but the sight of the red-faced dwarf and the object, as well as their orders, give them pause. Alrighty, the one who had the object in his belt says eventually, "Keep the damn thing, it ain't good for anything anyways." There's a cold metallic click echoing down the marble corridor. A moment of silence follows, and the guards look flabbergasted, small droplets of sweat forming on their foreheads. Aye, I'll keep it all right, Garrick hisses. It's mine, and I'll make sure you fuckers will remember that. Tensions mount as the dwarf points one end of the device towards the guards. Is this a gun? He then looks at you and appears to have an effect on him. He sticks the device into his crossbelt and shuffles out to the street, mumbling, "Another time." You follow him down the street, where he beckons you into a cheap watering hole. An hour later, Garrick and you are sitting idly, sipping mushroom with wine in the tavern. You have to explain to him how you got him out of the collegium activity and settled his debt. He's quite calm now, thoughtful even. Perhaps it's time to ask questions. What happened? He makes a grimace. I got royally fucked in the arse, that's what happened, he says, clearly irritated. So-called business associate of mine conspired to bring me down, the bastards. All because I was more successful than them. I was drawn into a promising deal, and then I was betrayed. I lost everything. He strikes the table with his fist in anger. The barkeep reaches for a club, but the dwarf smiles apologetically and raises his hands as a gesture of peace. Anyway, that's the short version, and I couldn't pay the damn loaders, yada yada. I tried to get out of the city, but they pinched me, and I've been sitting in that fucking cell ever since, until you came. What is the thing he has? Oh, this? He puts the device on the table. A wooden thing embossed with gold, something like a tiny crossbow without limbs. A terrible magic weapon, mate. I use an incantation and you'll be so cursed you'll you'll beg for death. There's a pause and eventually Garrick laughs out loud. You went pale, mate, you did. He laughs for a few more seconds, rubbing his eyes, and then leans back in his chair and considers you for a moment. A pistol, all right. A ballistic weapon. My kin used to be able to make them, you know. Used black powder. Very rare these days, you know, since my ancestors got themselves cooked right and proper. But none of these fellas remain, and I got my hands on one. Oh, some of these little fellas remain, and I got my hands on one. Don't bother trying to buy it or anything. Only I can use it properly, and you'll see how handy it comes. Oh, aye. So it is a gun. Ask what he plans to do now. The plan is... Garrick trails off for a moment. The plan is to get back what is mine, sooner or later. For now, I wouldn't mind getting out of this damn shithole. I suppose you'll want me to work for you. It's fine. I gotta start rebuilding and busying myself. Cool. So, the dwarf downs the last few gulps of his drink. I guess you haven't freed me for good, looks and charm, eh? I know how this goes. I'll work for you, and you'll see how fucking good I am at what I do. But I ain't working for free. Nah, that ain't me. You agree on standard wages. Garrick seems content. It's best to take me leave of the damn shelter for a while anyways, and I got favors to call in all over the region. I'm gonna go grab my stuff, and I got some hidden stashes these fuckers never got close to finding, eh? Like his accent is evolving as I talk. I'll meet you at your manzio. I think I'm transferring from Scottish to Irish. You see the doubt on your face because he adds, I ain't gonna bolt if that's what you're afraid of. A little trust here, eh? I'll do the same. It ain't easy to put me trusting anyone after what happened. You leave the watering hole and go about your business. Garrick is a dwarf of his word, it seems. You do meet him at the manzio, all packed up and ready to go. Cool! I stumbled into gaining a new companion. I was just trying to sell all this hot gear. I don't need a good time. Petition an audience? I want to sell the bogweed. Maybe I'll look into how to get rid of that. Maybe you can't sell that. I know you can sell bogweed in Devon, I think. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus the Riven Realms or my other playthroughs, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.